5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Reset. 19. Check. 55. Come on.
From the 50, it's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
To throw is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And back to the ground. Hyde. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Faking the give, now Watson. And he hits his target, it's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on out here. Come get
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Watson, off play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 28 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 77 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On first down, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On first down, it's Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To the air yet again, Watson. Being chased out left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to 26. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the ground, this is Johnson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he finds Stills complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. He'll try and run. This is Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run for it. Hyde. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Punching it in from a yard away as they have taken the lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Carlos Hyde. 28 yards as his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Good move by Duke. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Top of the left. Move. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They start the drive with Hyde. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. The toss play. This is high. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Watson forced out to his left. He may try and... Oh, no, lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He's got Fuller. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long from Houston.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. start your week by installing your game plan. EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, it's Cook. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Watson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 46 yards. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. On 2nd and 9, Watson flush to his right, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. They'll run high, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They run, Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. DJ Reader there on the tackle. Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. Now he's going to go up top. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 65 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they got the extra point. After a one-point game, 7-6. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Here's Watson off the play fake. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Throwing on second and long. Cousins. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. Lonnie Johnson picks it. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw is Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Out of the gun, Watson. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Switch gears, switch gears. Mark 55, Mark 55.
No, leave it, 48.
Shift, watch the shift.
Listen to me.
3rd and long for Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt.
Let's get this. Let's get this.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Say hi. 180.
Check 55, Mike. It's going to be a long...
Two.
He's coming. We got double up. Watch twist.
Where's that?
A 1st down throw for Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Vikings, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted.
Pick, baby. Good stuff. Keep doing that.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. 76 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just